I am sweating a lot. And the reason is I did another review. Pre-record. I have a whole bunch of pre-recorded videos. I'm starting to get concerns about it because I don't want to mix it up. And now when I record with my phone and everything, I'll have a separate folder, but for some reason, sometimes it's hard to find that folder to upload on YouTube. So it gets a little crazy and everything. You know, I might as well share this. Yeah, number shared. So, yes, I am doing more reviews than you could ever imagine. And so sometimes I get on camera, I'm all flushed and sweaty, and it's hot outside anyway. Plus, I made some ribs, which oddly enough, I didn't put the sauce on. Sauce smells great. I've had this. It's not real spicy. Lousiana liquors from Quaker State and Lube. I actually love the sauce. I really do. I just put a ton on. Anyway, this is really not hot. It's just a tasty sauce. Million ingredients. I'm not reading them. It's basically hang out. Tell me about yourselves. Tell me where you're from. How's your grow doing? What's your favorite pepper? What's your favorite hot sauce? What is your favorite hot sauce? It's just lunch with the JP. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't even eat today, and I'm cranking out. I've done 3 reviews today, 2 the other day. And people are like, dude, where's your reviews you're doing? Like, yeah, you produce 4 or 5 videos a day. Where's your reviews? Well, the pre-recorded stuff, a lot of it hasn't been released because why? Why release a review on a pepper that you're selling seeds to, but you're not selling seeds to? So I'm saving those videos for the video. The last video I did today should be released next week. Yeah, it's going to be released later this week or next week once I get everything processed. So there's that. I'm going to be releasing a lot of videos. I've also come to the grips that maybe I shouldn't do pre-recorded because I'm going to spend more time looking for the videos than actually doing the videos. There's that. I'm definitely going to spend more time. So, ribs, Louisiana liquors. Really great taste. I'm not a big fan of Quaker State and Lube. I'm really not. I grilled these. I kind of did them fast so they're not like super tender, like go off the bone. I can do that. But when you're working 12, 16 hours a day, I mean, listen to my speech pattern. It's like Wall Street over here. Cranking out the work. But they're still going to be good. They're still going to be great. The sauce is like a zesty, sweet, slightly spicy sauce. Boom. That's exactly it. I do recommend Quaker State and Lube, Louisiana liquors. It has 2 flames on it. For me, it should be a half of one. I don't really taste any heat. Maybe a hint. But some things, if you love it, almost choked. It's easy to do when you're on a show, eating and talking. It's like going out on a first date with some girl, and she's asking you all these questions. Like, oh, sweetheart, I like you. That's why I'm going out on a date with you. But you know what? Talking and eating, it's just not working out, baby doll. It can be tough. It's like an art. You got to take baby bites and answer the questions and tell the stories. Eating is the only time I'm quiet. Sleeping and eating. Although several of my ex-girlfriends told me I talked in my sleep. So maybe eating's the only time I'm quiet. You'll never know that though, because I'm always talking eating on camera. Feel free to smash that thumbs up, smash that greasy, spicy thumbs up. Got grow questions? Let me know. If you got questions specific to your grow with my seeds, it's always best for private messenger or email. I just answered a couple emails already right before I came live. I know some people mix up their grow, and I tell people, you're not alone. Get a hold of me. I can always throw the order and try to figure it out. The one problem that, in a sense, I create is the free ones. I don't record what free ones I give you. But somebody sent me a picture, and I'm like, you know what? I know what that is. I know what it is. So it worked out. It worked out great. Ben Genetics, how you doing? Where are you from, Ben Genetics? I forgot. I want to know about Ben Genetics. Tell me where you're from. Tell me your aspirations. Tell me your dreams. California. What do you do for a living, Ben Genetics? So you work in the national park? These ribs are good. Arsenic element. Today, I want to get to know you guys with my greasy finger. Okay. Take that back. That just sounded really weird. I want to get to know you with my greasy finger. Wow. Sorry about that statement. That statement was not well thought out. For God's sake, Pickles, that's something you say on a third date. Even third date might be questionable. You know what? Okay. Ada, I'm going to go back when I release this, and I'm going to do a screenshot video. And I'm going to send it to some of my non-pepper friends. Anything can be said on live. Anything. I want to get to know you with my greasy finger. What the hell was I thinking? Home remodeling construction. That's cool. I've done some home remodeling myself, in between welding jobs, in between lab technician jobs, in between some government jobs. This sauce is freaking delicious. Louisiana liquors for the win. And yes, you can hear the beep, beep in the background. I'm charging a home battery. Yeah, I've done my adventure. I've definitely done my adventure, so I'm done with that. I worked in a freezer 6 years. Tell me about this. You worked in the freezer. Is it like stocking up for like a Restaurant Depot? Or was it the freezer business? Please elaborate, sir. Okay. You work for the park and the IRS. That's cool. All right. So we're going to go back. How long have you been in construction? Negative 18 freezer business. Woo. These ribs are delicious. Not cooked perfectly the way I like it. I like to smoke ribs. I don't have a smoker. This is a disgrace. I'm going to eat more ribs. I'm going to be back. Cemetery of rib bones. I'm coming right back. How sweet it is to eat ribs with you and you and you. All I do is run around. All I do is talk. All I do is run around. All I do is talk. Several people messaged me, got a hold of me after a couple shows. They said, "Hey, Pickles," in the most serious tone said, "Hey, we're concerned about you. You're out of breath in half your videos. Dude, you gotta lose weight." It's true. I gotta lose weight. I need to shave too. You know, I shaved yesterday. Look how fast it's growing. Yeah, I'm running up and down steps before I video. I set it all up. Dude, I got a half an hour. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's crank it out. Half an hour to an hour. I better get my ass back to work. You guys want future seeds? You got to move, and you got to move fast. So, next rack of ribs, porcus. I got another one once this is done. Gonna make these taste like bacon. Generous proportion. I recommend this highly, highly. This is one of my all-time favorite dry rub seasonings. I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of catching up to do. I really do. I plan on catching up with everything within 3 weeks. Everything. Everything. Freaking delicious. You get this from Voodoo Sauces, Powdered Porcus. Thomas Toth, he's the owner. Good dude. All right. Smash that thumbs up. Hot Sauce Junkie Tim. I'm enjoying my day of high production. I've been sweaty, not from the sauce. The sauce will not really get me sweaty. You did. You're the only one. You're the only one for me. So, I did several pepper reviews today that pre-recorded. They're not going to be released for a week or two. But I'm catching up doing a JP lunch with y'all. Ribs. Let's really dose this bad boy. It's not good enough. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. This is great seasoning. Look at that. Look at the beautiful coloring. Get my face out of it. Focuses. Porkus brand. This is Voodoo Sauces. Check it out. Check it out. PorkusHotSauce.com. Wait. I'm sorry. PowderedHotSauce.com. How I just cut up dragon's breath peppers on my bratwurst, got my tongue burning good. I'm growing dragon's breath this year too. I burn every day. It's funny. Some people get upset about anything. I had, I think, 4 or 5 people upset because I wouldn't tell them what peppers I reviewed. Not today, but a couple weeks ago. I'm pre-recording. No sense advertising something you don't have. Unless it's an exclusive, they can't get it somewhere else. So there's that. All right. So, going back to this to finish off. Oh, yes, I am eating a rack of ribs. Why is Pickles overweight? Well, you guys are all witnesses. Right, State Trooper? These guys are witnesses. They sat there and watched me, and they heard me get fatter from eating a rack of ribs. You didn't stop me. This is like the pre-sequel to John Candy. I'm not that bad. This stuff is fantastic. You got, okay, Hot Sauce Chunky Tim. And thank you for watching, by the way. Feel free to share this and help my channel out. You got any pods on your plants yet? The drought here in Wisconsin really put my plants behind schedule. Yes, I just picked a whole bunch. I've been picking about 5 handfuls per day. And in a month, I'll be picking probably 20 buckets per day. Yeah. I will tell you, it's not my visible peppers that are ripening and doing the best. Hot Sauce Chunky Tim shared my video. Thank you very much. I got the notification. I appreciate it. You have reached friendship status. That means I will be sharing some of your stuff too. This sauce is so good. So, yeah, I got peppers. I've been reviewing them too. Just going to release. All orders are out as of right now. If an order comes in, obviously I won't have it out because I'll be here live. All orders have been shipped. Always check your emails for tracking numbers. So, there's that. Yeah, I am eating a lot. I really do want to go mountain biking. I was just thinking about that. I want to go mountain biking in the fall. If I'm not too far behind in the fall from the harvest, I want to spend maybe one day, go biking, do really 20. I don't want to do more than 20 or 30 miles. Go biking somewhere. I'll go biking in Somerset. And that would be cool. That would be seriously cool. I could do a review in the woods. Have my friends in the videos. You know, that's what I should be doing. I should also be having Hot Sauce Junkie Tim on my show too. I got to get that Discord. If you're on Discord or you know how to do that, Tim, let me know today or tomorrow, and I'll have you. Whoever shows me how to do it, I'll have to go on Discord maybe today and try to figure it out how to invite people to come onto the show. I'm a clueless bastard. You show me that, and I'll have you on the show, and I'll promote your channel on my show. Actually, let me finish this rib. If you're still here, I'm going to put you as a moderator, and you can drop your link to your channel so my viewers could go and watch your stuff. So we're helping each other out. That's what the pepper community is supposed to be about. Now, I totally get it, man. I honestly, on the opposite side of things, competition. If you're doing this for a living like I do, you know, some of my competitors have helped me out. Can you believe that? And I'll help them out too. But overall, we're in business. We're trying to get the biggest paycheck you can because it's expensive. It's not like working a regular job. And you don't have to pay for your supplies for that job. This is my regular job. A couple people, now this is just random top of my head ramblings. It's the ramblings, babblings of Pickles. A couple people said to me, and they're not to be looked down upon. This is free flow talk. And they said, you know what, Pickles, you're a good guy. You are. We would like to see, because I ask. So if I ask, no matter what they say, I can't go against them. It's their opinion. I want your guys' opinion. They're like, we would like to see you participate in groups more. In this group or that group. I said, well, I give advice and I do videos. They said, no. Like, we want to see you support others a little bit more. They're like, you don't have to. Most people don't, but we would like to see you do that. I said, well, okay. I'm cool with it. I'm not going to support competitors though. Sometimes I do. But I have a hard time supporting, say if somebody's selling seeds and I want to help them out. It's hard to help them out because it's like I have to give them a review. If I never grew their seeds, I'd be like, he's a friend. I'm going to recommend him, but I never grew his seeds to be true. So, I don't know, it's a weird thing. I'll give you an example. I have a friend, and believe it or not, I have a friend. I'm not mentioning names or anything, but I'll tell the story. The guy's a solid, good dude. He's solid. Solid as a rock. Solid gold. So anyway, he doesn't sell seeds, he sells fresh peppers. So I recommended him. Do you know what happened? He sent on a bunch of stuff that got delayed, and it wasn't really his fault, but it made me look bad upon. They're like, dude, you recommended a fresh pepper seller, and the stuff showed up late. But that's not even the seller's fault either. That's the times. But sometimes it's really hard to recommend. So if you see me recommending somebody, That's from the heart. That's really, because people recommend people, oh, I got seeds from, they hooked it up, but they didn't see if it grow true. Now, granted, a lot of my supporters do that too. But I'm all right. I just bit down into the bone. I didn't break teeth, but damn, that hurt. You ever do that? You're eating ribs and you clamp down on it and it like hurts your teeth. Oh man, did that hurt. I'm fine. I'm fine. I go back to eating. I'm a savage. I'm a savage on the set. I thought that was all meat there. I clamped down on it. Boom! I'm lucky I didn't break my teeth on that. I'm dangerous around food. And keep your fingers back. Yeah, man, I tend to ramble. I have stories. But, yeah, I'm trying to help out others as well. Hey, that's why I do reviews, you know? If you guys are a solid company, or actually a company puts ingredients and stuff. I've done some hobbyist reviews, but there's a lot of sauces exploding. People ask me, like you guys will ask me, could you review my sauce? Okay, if it's a hobbyist sauce, if I get sick, I could lose thousands of dollars for a day off. I'm serious. If I get sick for a few days or a week, because, I mean, peppers could be rotten, I get behind on schedule, I get sick. It's just, there's a lot at stake. So I try to be careful with my health. As I sound like a hypocrite, eating fatty ribs. Fatty, delicious ribs with sauces all over my fingers. But, I don't know, man. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I work too much. But I try to support others, is what I'm trying to say. And others need to support others. The groups are just god awful. The groups I'm running are running smoothly. There's a lot of other groups I'm in that are running smoothly. Oh, there's a lot of freaking fighting in the pepper groups. Makes me not want to be on Facebook. It's crazy. People don't think about things, how they affect others. There's people who mixed up their grow. There's like 5 people who mixed up their grow. They told me on private messenger they mixed up their grow. But 3 days before they realized they mixed up their grow, they make a post that my seeds didn't grow true. Now, they're not attacking me. They're just saying, oh, this is supposed to be some pot pickle and it didn't grow true. Then they write in a comment section that, oh, it did grow true. It was just, I mislabeled it or something happened. Because this is that, I mixed it up. Customers do that. They do. Or their tag wore off and they thought that section was that. It happens all the time. But when you guys make a post, it doesn't matter if it's me, about anybody. That can really affect somebody's business. Meanwhile, you find out they mixed it up. A cute story. A guy in Florida, I always bring this story up. He was mad at me. I gave him like $200 worth of seeds for free. His house, it was like a hurricane. I can't remember which one. 2-3 years ago. Florida gets so many hurricanes. It's like, I don't know. Every female name in the book is like a hurricane. Anyway, that seems a little sexist, doesn't it? Sexist hurricanes. Anyway, so the guy, his entire grow. He's like, dude, nothing grew true. This is my business. You're trying to help me out, but it's not really helping. So the guy's mad at me. He gives me an attitude for like 2 weeks. All of a sudden he comes up to me. He goes, he sent me a picture. It was a cute picture. His kid, his little daughter was holding like 100 tags. She was taking them and switching them and playing around with the tags. And then they come to me and like, oh, it didn't grow true. Yeah. Everything grows true for me. So, yeah, I mean, it was good that he came to me because I could identify stuff for him. But boy, that was like 20 hours. So, hey, map out your grow. By the way, I can hear myself talk. I don't always have the best videos. I don't always have the best open-ended, free flow, whatever comes to my mind. And it sounds like I'm blaming customers, and it's really not that way. I'm just giving you experiences. That's why please map out your grow. I'm getting it all the time. And like, dude, that's a Bane strain. I could tell from the shape and the flavor that you guys expressed. Or that's, oh yeah, I did mix up my grow. That's right. Oh, wait a second. Aren't you the guy who dropped the tray with all the stuff? They're like, yeah, got mixed. That's okay. I want you guys to feel comfortable with me. If things get mixed up, just be honest with me. I'll give you a copy of your order and you can match it up with the pictures. Oh, a customer brought up a valid point to me. She said to me, and she's a really nice lady, she's a friend. This is where these things are very important for these customers to express to me because it can make me better. She said, hey, I might have mixed up my grow. I think I did because of the storms and the tags floating away and all that other stuff. She goes, listen. She goes, I'm smart enough. I could go to look at my order on your site and everything else. She goes, but you're missing pictures. Okay. Right. What happens is when I put my stuff in draft mode, or if I decide I'm not going to grow that variety again for various reasons, the reasons I might not sell that variety, if it was not a hot seller, it could be a great pepper. I've grown some awesome peppers I will never grow again if it did not catch up with the general public. I am a business. But, so I came up with this lady. I came up with a backup plan. If you guys have issues on finding pictures, it might take me 2 weeks to find something. But, Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, join Facebook, and there's a thing called Jimmy Pickles Follow My Growth page. There's a thing up there. If you want to identify your peppers, if you got mixed and matched, I can always give you your order. But if there's not a picture, what you can do is go up to the search engine right on top, type in the name of the pepper, and it should pop right up. And we're talking 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 years back. I've only been in business for 4.5 years. Yeah, it's been almost, I think, I've been in business for 4.5 years. That's really not a long time now I think about it. It is, but it isn't. And I've been doing this growing stuff my entire life. So, that's an important point. If there isn't a match. Also, there's a reason why I put pictures on the seed labels. I want you guys to save those seed packs. That cost me money to print that out in the picture. I don't have to do that, but I do it to help you guys out. You guys plant the seeds and throw the pack out, and then you ask me for the picture. But I already gave you the picture. But I'm like, okay, that's okay, but now I got to spend time doing that, plus the money to do that for that picture. So if you save your seed packs, you know, I'm going to be honest, this is good. This is good because you know what? It makes me think of how can I help the customer better? How can I be more efficient? So these things are all good. So you know what? My hands are sticky. I don't have pen and paper. I should always have pen and paper here. If you guys say something valid or important. So you know what I could have on my instructions? Please save your seed packs for identification with the picture in case there's a mix-up. That's something I could become more efficient for my directions. Granted, some of you guys throw out your directions. Oh, I didn't get them. Every order gets directions. Every order does. So that's that. So that's something I could add on to my directions for my future printed out ones. So, although nobody's really talking about that here in the chat, I'm brainstorming and free flowing. This is also a format for me to improve my business. Now, granted, several people had suggestions about techniques I was using, how to hold up my isolation nets and all this other stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm being blunt. A lot of those ideas go in one ear and out the other. I have been working on ideas and perfection ideas for years. Now, I could take some of your advice. I'm telling you straight up, I'm going to be charging you $10 a seed pack if I take your advice because it's more costly. I have to do things efficiently and costly to keep the seed packs down. So advice is always welcome, but certain subjects have been beaten to death. I mean, to be honest, it's been beaten to death. So ideally, and the way things could look, which would be more professional looking, stuff like that, is not always cost efficient. Since I really don't have a theme in this video, so I'm just kind of just ideas and thoughts in my head. One guy mentioned, and who was it? I think it was Lawn Dog. He's a good dude. He's like, all you got to do is put a cap on your bamboo sticks and it won't rip as much. They're still going to rip. It's not going to help anything. But hypothetically, if it would, he's like, it's only 2 cents per each one. That would come out to $400, $450. 20 cents. 4 pulls, sometimes 5 pulls, sometimes 6 pulls. Add that up for all the rows. Yeah, little things like even 20 cents is going to add up to hundreds of dollars. And that would offset the cost of the seed packs. I don't know, man. I have fun. I have fun looking into this stuff. It's just certain subjects I was just thinking, wow, man, it's been beaten to death. I mean, absolutely beaten. We're talking casino. Taking a baseball bat to Joe Pesci. We beat him. And we got to take a break and then beat him again. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, and don't feel bad. I'm just being open mouth, free flow. And I do like suggestions. Now, I'm just saying because, yeah, I wish I had a pen and paper here. Your guys' feedback makes me a better person, makes me a better. Now, it's probably never going to make me a better public speaker. But I just talk anyway. You know. You know what? If more seed companies would do this with you guys, just kind of opening up and talking about issues and this and that, that would get them thinking to how can I improve? Now, my seeds grow true. They don't really cross because they're isolated. I do fast shipping, but what's some of the ways I could improve? Some of the ways I could improve, maybe not being long-winded. That will probably never change. I've always been long-winded. But just making little notes for you guys. Granted, you guys, some of you guys don't look at the instruction sheets, throw them out, and then try to germinate seeds up top of a fridge with a wet paper towel, and then complain 5 weeks later in a 60-degree house why things didn't germinate and you want a refund. That's the hardship, and that's the hard reality of it. I'm like, you didn't even read my directions? That stuff works for pumpkin seeds, but not really super huts, you know? So I take everything into consideration. I let it swim around my head, and, that's something I can write on my directions. Please save your seed packs for pictures for identification after they ripen and mature. If I could get more people to do that. I don't think people realize why I used to have a little sticker. It would be like 7-pot Primo underneath it, Capsicum Chinense, 10 isolated seeds. Then I switched to the pictures because people were like, I got thousands of people messaging me and saying, is this what the 7-pot Primo looks like? I'm thinking, why didn't you just go to the website? But sometimes when I started putting the pictures on the seed packs, there's a lot of new people. The chili community is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So a lot of people do not remember what a 7-pot Primo looks like when they bought it. That's totally understandable. It's totally cool. So I try to be accommodating for them. So I put the picture on the seed pack. So that's always good. And if you lose it or you throw it out, I've done that for other companies too. We all do it. Let me know. I'll give you a copy of your order, and you could match up from the pictures from that way. Also, if varieties were taken down and I'm not going to grow that particular variety, you can go to Facebook, follow my growth page, type in the name of the pepper. You have about a 95% chance that the pictures are still left up on there from years ago. Somebody asked me something recently. I can't remember which variety it was. And I'm like, I'm trying to think of the variety. Rich purple chocolate. Rich purple chocolate. And I'm like, well, you know what? My cloud has about 40,000 pictures of peppers on there. 40,000. You know how long it's going to take me to find that? But the fact that I have that in rich purple chocolate, type that in. I don't grow that anymore. I'm probably never going to grow that. I'm going to tell you, that's one of the best tasting varieties out there. Here I am almost promoting it. Seed content in those peppers are very low. I'm not making a profit. Why would you go to work and not make a profit? Your wife and your kids would be upset if you worked for free. I work for free to a certain extent. This is for free. I don't get paid for this. For my long babblings, maybe I should be paying you guys, but I try to help out as much as possible. Anyway, I apologize. I've been neglecting you guys in the chat. Let's go to the chat. Okay, your break's over. Thank you. Hint, use tennis ball on top. Yeah. That's not going to happen. That would cost me probably thousands of dollars to do that, to put a tennis ball on top of the bamboo. And it's still going to rip anyway. A neighbor's cat jumps over the fence and rips my net. It happens. Birds land on top, especially for ornamental peppers I'm growing now. They'll rip at the nets to get to those. There's nothing I can do. Just replace it. Happens again. Replace it again. It happens. It happens. Oops. I'm hitting the wrong button. Yeah. All right, so I'm going back through. Frozen penalty, wondering if the seed. Hot Sauce Chunky Tim. I apologize for not answering your question sooner. I have a feeling you left. He had a question. I have frozen pods in the freezer, and I was wondering if the seeds could be successful. Generally speaking, probably not, because if moisture's in your seed, what do we know about moisture and when it gets frozen? It can expand. Sorry about my nasty, greasy fingers. Anyway, I just noticed this on camera. A lot of times moisture it'll freeze and it'll ruin the embryo inside your seed. And the viability on your seeds, germination rates are going to be very poor for frozen peppers. So that should answer it. over. Let's go back a little bit. You should do a video on how you process bench genetics. Yes. Bench genetics gets an A+ today. I'm shaking my head. Yes, I agree with you. I process my seeds in a very specific fashion and mode's fashion. I'm not going to show certain procedures where I can speed up processes to get large waves of stuff out. I have perfected things that I don't think any seed vendor uses, and the germination rates are great. But this is where I agree with bench genetics. The processing of my seeds, the reason I would show you, I'm not going to show you techniques to deseed certain peppers. I can deseed 50 pounds a day alone. People are like, why don't you hire workers? What are you, nuts? Are you going to get a heart attack from all that coffee? Well, clearly, clearly, clearly I would. But techniques, efficiency, stuff like that. I'm not here to teach competitors, but I think it's important. I think that may very well happen. I think I will do a video. I want to do a video. When I have a bunch of stuff I need to deseed, I think I should have a deseeding video. And it's not a deseeding video. It's a process of the seeds. And why my seeds do not get mixed up. Why they do not cross. And I'll add all of that in. And what would be a title for that? I don't know. I'll come up with a nice title. And I'll just do the overview of the process. So if people come up to me, and you know what? I'm going to be honest, and thank God, it's a very, very, very low percentage people come up to me and say stuff gets mixed up. I'm not mixing it up, folks. I'm really not. And I want to show you the video why I don't. We're talking out of 7,000 orders, I'm getting maybe 10 to 15 people per year. Your stuff is mixed up. I got 3,100 plants outside. Not one single one of it is mixed up. And I'll show you how to get to that level. Now, let's back up for a second. What if? What if I'm wrong? Maybe I do. I send out replacements. I've sent out 30 replacements, and it might not even be my fault. I'm trying to keep you guys happy, but I can't keep doing that. So I need to come up with better ways of communication with my customers. My best way is videos and instructional sheets. But a lot of guys are throwing those instructional sheets out. If you don't read them and your seeds didn't germinate and you didn't follow the directions, I may be a nice guy and replace your order, but overall, dude, that's money out of my paycheck. It really is. Those are potential sales, you know. So just be blessed if I sent you replacements. This is kind of like a touchy subject for some people, like Pickles. Oh, Pickles never does anything wrong. Well, I do this for a living. And I study competition. I'm not mentioning a name. When I do this, I'm telling you the God honest truth. There's a competitor. A big competitor. I'm talking bigger than Facebook. Well, it's not bigger than Facebook, but we're talking a competitor that's been around for 30, 35 years. Do you know how they dry their seeds? Paper plates stacked up like this. Don't believe me? I have proof of that. I have freaking proof of a picture that was in a facility that somebody took of a big time competitor. They could have everything. Why would you put all your seeds like that? And they're not the only ones doing that. They're like, oh yeah, man. Oh, it's cool. You want to know something? You open up a door, that door creates wind, your seeds hop. Congratulations, your seed drying process Looks like a cheese fondue fountain. One on top and it just kind of pyramid. What if you have a kid that pulls on your pant leg and a seed falls to the next, and you guys are selling and distributing? Yeah, you got to do separate. You know, I am gonna do that video. I promise you guys, I'm gonna do that video, and it's gonna help competitors, but it's gonna show you the extents that I go to make sure I do the best job I can for you. I don't mean to sound like I'm running for president, but hey, you know, I'm doing this for a living, and I try to perfect the ways I do things. Okay, there's not too many comments. We got one guy left. Might be Ben Genetics. Okay, let me check this out. Ben Genetics says, I need to go check on the wild bees I have, wondering how they did in the heat. Oh, okay. Yeah, I talk a lot in group chats. Benchenek says, I sent seeds to Germany and got confiscated and they got mad at me. Well, I want to touch upon that too. First of all, Bengenetics, whoever bought seeds from you or traded or you gave them for free, people got mad at you. Technically, those people, I'm actually on your side. Those people, they need, it's magic. No, but, it's Germany. Dude, it's freaking Germany. Do you understand what's going on in Germany? I'm sorry, this is why, German government, what the hell are you doing? You're letting all these Muslims in. There's good Muslims, there's bad Muslims. But there's a large percentage of Muslims in Germany right now as we speak that are bad, that are terrorizing, that are raping women, that are robbing people. It's like, how dare you go out in Germany after 8, 9 p.m. because the Muslims will attack you. And it's happening. I know people over there. And it's bad. So, with that being said, the mail system in Germany is rough. Very rough. So they're inspecting packages more because they don't want bombs into the country. So, you know, those people, the Germans need to realize, you know, and I love the Germans because a lot of my family is, well, from Germany. But, you know, 2 generations ago. But the thing is, first of all, you're taking a risk. I don't know if you have all your paperwork and all that stuff. And it's just tough. I won't do international shipping. Screw it. First of all, number one, the tracking is not even correct. Once your package gets off the airplane, your tracking stops. I mean, people could challenge me on that statement, but your tracking stops. And then, guess what? Do you know how many scammers are out there? I mean, I've gotten scammed on people trying, freaking saying, stuff didn't grow true or stuff didn't germinate. And people scam me that way. And they'll go out and they'll blast you for it. And meanwhile, there's nothing wrong with the seeds. There's nothing wrong with it. If there was something wrong with it, I would get a ton of complaints. But I don't. So these people, they'll buy from you in other countries and they'll say, never received it. And you being trying to do the best you possibly can, you'll be like, all right. Sorry you didn't get it. You're giving the customer the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to resend it. So when you resend it, you're making nothing. You're making zero, zilch. Plus, most people give free ones with orders anyway. So now you're putting yourself in the hole. Guess what that person can do? I didn't receive it. What do? Send it for life? So, you know, my heart goes out for you, Ben Genetics. It's tough. And here's the kicker that I haven't even mentioned about international shipping. COVID-19's out in the world. Now there's the Delta variant. and whatever god awful variants there are out there. Now they're probably going to start taking the post offices around the world and customs and start taking half of those people away. And it's going to slow up production for the mail system. That being said, it's going to get harder and harder for people to do international. So it's a no-go. It's a no-go. Boom, boom, boom. So that there's always issues and everything. Yeah, no more internet. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, I need to order from you maybe after my son's wedding. Hey, congratulations to your son for getting married. This is a good thing. So congratulations. Cheers to your son's future wedding. Okay. All right, not too much going on. I've gone live for an hour. I'm going to wash the living crap out of my face from my greasy eating and my hands. Probably take a small break. I need to process pictures, file them, file the reviews I did, the pre-recorded. I've done, I think, 3 today. I can't even remember. Take more pictures. It sounds bad out there. It sounds like the weather. Today's Tuesday. It's going to rain Wednesday. Should be good Thursday, Friday. Rain is actually slowing up. It's not raining every day here. And I'm going to try to get more stuff on the website. My friends, I have a lot of surprises for you guys. A lot. And I'm working on some things for next year already. Some fun things. We'll call them fun things to do. I crack myself up all the freaking time. But I've written a challenge that I may very well market. So that's a little hint for the future. And it's not going to be easy. And maybe I'll do prizes or something like that. And the fact that I will do a future challenge package thing, that means I will be doing it with you guys. And it will be brutal. So, lots of things happening on a daily basis. Much love to everybody. This is brainstorming. A lot of this video, I need to go upstairs, wash up. I'm going to take a couple notes to possibly, I'm going to add something to my instructional sheet. I'm going to do it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I want people to save their seed packs for the picture. That's why I put it on. I'm getting 300 people. Hey man, what's this pepper look like? I'm not producing right now. I just want to know, and I don't see it on your website. Half of the time, 90% of the time, it's still on the website. I just sold them the seeds 8 months ago. Still got seeds left. You know what I mean? If they don't see it on the website, or they didn't type it out right, or I wrote it, you know, say like some people say, what's a purple jalapeno look like size, shape, stuff like that. I mean, I'm still selling this. I'm just using it as an example. Some people, like Europeans, they'll take the name and they'll switch it. They do it all the time. And instead of purple jalapeno, it'll be jalapeno purple, you know, and some of the customers might type something in. That's why it's important to save your seed packs as reference. Just little things like that. If I could help one person, that would save me time from explaining everything constantly. So, all right, I'm trying to be as efficient as possible. I'm thinking, I am brainstorming on to do other things. Different. I feel that I'm going to be honest. I feel like I'm doing a killer job. I'm going to be honest. I don't care if it's cocky or not. I think I'm doing probably I'm on the top 95 percentage of things that I should be doing, like isolating. That cost me a lot of money, and I'm selling practically at the same price as non-registered companies that do not isolate, you know. Some people are just stubborn and mean and jerks, and Oh yeah, but the guy in Florida, man, gives me more free ones. Yeah, but he doesn't isolate it and his stuff's renamed, so that's what it is. But there's something I want to tell you guys, and it's not easy. There's a pepper out there I want you guys to be careful with. It's called Bubblegum Sexy. Nothing. I mean, Megan Fox will not be sexier than Bubblegum Sexy. What's up, Make It Wayne? What's up, my friend? Hey, Make It Wayne. Drop your link to your YouTube channel. Also, when you have some hot sauce ready, let me know. I'll buy some off you and I'll review it. So I will help you out. You help me out. You give me advice on YouTube stuff. Because you know you're a better YouTuber than me. You've been doing this longer. I might be a seed seller longer, but you've been a YouTuber longer. So, see, we can all help one another. Anyway, I've been live for an hour. I'm actually ready to skedoodle. When you got sauce ready, Make It Wayne, let me know. Private message me. I'll buy it up. And I'll review it. And I need to get your ass on the show. I'm too dumb on how to do it for Discord. And once I'm done with this video, I might not even have time to even look at it. I've gone over my limit that I said I was only going to go live for 20 minutes. But you know, hey, come on now, would you, hey, please? I'm having a lot of fun. Just BSing and listening to myself and staring at my 1 o'clock shadow or whatever. So I need to clean myself up and get my butt back to work. Thank you all for watching. jppepperseeds.com. Three, two, one. Big sexy bubblegum. Boom. I canceled it. Big sexy bubblegum. That's a rename of the large bubblegum. That's all it is. Woo! I said it. It's drama. Uh-oh. I better run. 3, 2, 1. I'm out.